What's going on, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and today we are continuing along with our series of Aquaman figures from the movie Aquaman for the DC Multiverse made by Mattel. And today we're talking about Mera. That's right, the Queen of the Seven Seas, Mera herself. And let's go ahead and review this figure now. All right, so here is the box itself. And as I've said with all of these figures so far, this box with these figures looks absolutely amazing. The blues just jump out at you, very ocean-like, especially here with Mera with her teal costume. Let's take a closer look at this. We've got her name, Mera, and of course the Aquaman logo. Up at the top it says Collect and Connect, the Trench Warrior, and we'll talk more about him in a different episode. But here is a close-up of Mera inside her box, with a couple of the legs or the arms, I guess, from the Trench Warrior. And then, of course, a picture of Mera right there on the side with the DC logo and, of course, DC Multiverse at the bottom. Just a great-looking box. Of course, another picture of Mera on the side, and that's the same on both sides. Just looking really great with her red hair and her gold crown. Just amazing. You know, I mean, this box configuration is their new box configuration, but it just looks really great with these figures in particular. Here are the 4 figures you must collect if you want to put together the Trench Warrior. Right here, it starts with Aquaman, and then, of course, Mera, and then Orm, the Ocean Master, and, of course, Black Manta. And they all have all the pieces to form the Trench Warrior. And we're going to talk about the Trench Warrior in another video, but it's a pretty cool figure, too. Up here at the top is a picture of Amber Heard as Mera, just looking absolutely stunning with her red hair. And of course, here is her bio. Princess of the Undersea Kingdom of Zebel, Mera has the gift of hydrokinesis, an extraordinarily powerful ability to manipulate water. And she uses that ability very well in the movie and looks great doing it. So that's what she looks like in the box. Let's go ahead and take her out of the box and review the figure. Here is Mera outside the box in her tray. These are all of the accessories that she does come with. Of course, we have the 2 arms for the Trench Warrior. She's got her staff over here, and then also 2 extra hands that come for the hydrokinesis power, so that you can simulate her using those powers on evildoers under the water and abroad. Now, let's take a closer look at this figure and what she can do and what her points of articulation are. Now, her hair is not as red as I would like it to be. It's kind of more of a darker auburn color, but the outfit that she's wearing is really great color. But her hair just does not stand out. It should have been a much brighter red. But her head does go back and forth and a little bit up and down, but the hair is a little bit of an issue with trying to get some maneuverability with the head. Her arm does go all the way out at the shoulder and will spin around at the shoulder as well. Right here, she also has a bicep swivel that will go all the way around, if you go ahead and turn it that way. She does bend at the elbow about 90 degrees, up and down. And then, of course, at the wrist, her wrists go all the way around because the hands do come off. And then, of course, her right arm does the exact same thing with all of the same features, goes around at the shoulder, bicep swivel, and, of course, goes up and down at the elbow, just like that. And then her hand does go around just like the other one. So there you have that. She also, you can look at her hands. Her hands are the only hands in this series where both hands are able to hold something. All of the other figures don't do that. The left hand is closed. She does have an ab crunch right there, as you can see. And then, of course, her waist, she does turn around all the way at the waist, just like that. And then, of course, her legs go out to do the splits. Not quite all the way, but quite far there. And then, of course, her leg will go around at the hip. And then also, she does have a thigh swivel right here. You can turn that all the way around. Her knee does not swivel, and she does not have a double locking knee, but her knee does bend. Now, here's the only problem with this figure, and that is you got this these little high heel things, and her ankles do go up and down, but they're just really not the greatest feet, but that's kind of the same. So her right leg is the exact same, and I can't get this to go. I know that it will. I know that it will turn around, but I'm not going to go ahead and push it to do that. Then again, her knee does bend there. And then, of course, the same thing down here. Her ankle will not turn all the way around. And these are a little stiff, so they don't want to go up. But there you go. That is the articulation of the figure. Now, here is her staff. And as I said, this is the only figure in this line of Aquaman figures where you can put this staff in either one of her hands. All of the other figures, the left hand is closed and the right hand is open for the weapon. But with her, you can do that. But again, still, it's really hard to get these weapons in these figures' hands. Their thumbs seem to be right in the way. They bend way too easily. If you look at the Aquaman video, you'll notice his thumb is like in a thumbs up position, and because of that, you just can't get it in. And of course, hers is kind of in that same position where her thumb just keeps getting in the way, where you try to put this thing in there and it just wants to bend, and so you end up having to kind of go at it from a different angle and almost break her hand right off. And of course, that's what I did here, but it's not broken, it just does come off. But you got to be careful with it because those little pegs can break off very easily. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and take these hands off so that we can put on the hydrokinesis hands. Now this one, of course, the other one just popped right off. This one wants to give me a hard time and stay on here. It's extra tight. Now what you can do is you can put it in some hot water, just boil some water, get some really hot water and just leave it in there for a couple of seconds, and it will pop out pretty easy. But here I've just opted to try to pull it out because most of the time it's going to be all right, but you know, it can break, and so you want to be careful when exchanging some of these different parts and pieces because they don't always come off as easily as you'd like them to. So here is the hydrokinesis hands that you see just pop right in, just like that. And you get kind of a 3D effect there as she's shooting water from her hands. Look at that, it's pretty cool. Nice little paint job there with the blue and then the white to kind of show it moving, kind of show the foaminess of the water. And you can pose her, but here's the thing. You can't get her to stand. Once you do this, you can't get her to stand. She's never gonna stand with those feet. The DC women are hard enough to stand up. All of them are very hard to stand up because of their feet that they use, because they don't have the wide-based feet like for the male figures. So I'm gonna use her staff here to kind of hold her up. And there you go. Now you can get her to stand up, and of course her hand is still attached to her staff, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, you can get her to stand up that way. You know, they do have holes in the feet, but I've never seen them make actual things for those to stand on. Now here are the arms for the trench warrior that come along with it, and of course they go up and down like that, and we'll attach those to the trench warrior at another time, but you get both the left and the right arm with the Mera figure. And so it's a cool build-a-figure piece that we get to see in the movie, and they are they're some nasty creatures for sure, and you don't want to mess with them. But you can see here there's a lot of articulation with this, and we'll go over all that when we put the trench warrior together. So here are all of the figures that we've reviewed so far in the lineup. Of course, all these figures look really, really awesome when you stand them up together. They just look like they jump right out of the movie. I mean, from Aquaman, his colors all pop. Mera looks awesome. Black Manta is just stunning. And of course, Orm as Ocean Master, he is great too. My only complaint is Mera with her feet. She just is not going to stand up once you put these hydrokinesis hands on. It's just not going to happen unless you prop her up. And then also, her hair should be much more of a red color instead of this auburn. But other than that, I think all these figures look great. So there you have it, folks. That is my review of the Mera figure for the DC Multiverse from the movie Aquaman. She's a pretty cool figure. I just wish I could get her to stand on her own 2 feet, you know, to stand up and be the woman that I know that she can be. But anyways, that's all we got for this one. If you have this figure, let me know. What do you think of this figure? How much do you love it? How much did you love the movie Aquaman? Let me know down in the comment section. I'd really like to know. I love toys, and I hope you love toys too. So keep playing with your toys, keep having fun, all right? And I will see you in the toy aisle. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Vet. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.